The lights dim, the hum of the world fades into a distant murmur, and you drift into the vulnerable embrace of sleep. Your home feels silent, a sanctuary of stillness where the day's anxieties are finally laid to rest. But while your consciousness retreats, a silent transformation occurs within the shadows of your bedroom. Your cat, a creature that spent the afternoon basking in sunbeams, undergoes a profound shift in purpose. They are no longer a companion seeking affection. They have transitioned into the role of the midnight sentinel. This is not a random burst of nocturnal energy or a simple quest for a late-night snack. It is a sophisticated, instinctual ritual rooted in a history older than human memory, a behavior that suggests that in the eyes of your feline, you are the most precious and vulnerable member of the pride. Tonight, we peel back the veil on this secret midnight behavior to understand the complex science and deep-seated devotion that drives the one strange thing your cat does every night while you sleep. The phenomenon often begins with what many owners describe as the midnight watcher. You may have occasionally jolted awake in the dead of night, only to find two glowing, unblinking eyes fixed upon you from the darkness. To the uninitiated, this gaze can feel eerie, perhaps even unsettling. But to the evolutionary biologist, it is a masterclass in surveillance. Cats have evolved as crepuscular hunters, equipped with a tapetum lucidum that reflects light back through the retina, granting them a visual acuity in the dark that far surpasses our own. However, when they stare at you during the midnight hours, they aren't looking for movement to hunt. They are performing a protective scan of your well-being. They are monitoring the rhythmic rise and fall of your chest and the subtle shifts of your body as you navigate the different stages of sleep. This watchfulness is the first layer of a multi-tiered security protocol. While we perceive sleep as a period of total shutdown, a cat views it as a period of extreme risk. In the wild, sleep is when an animal is most susceptible to predation. By positioning themselves near your head or at the foot of your bed, your cat is effectively standing guard over your nest. They are detecting the faintest changes in the environment, the rustle of a curtain, the expansion of floorboards, or the distant sound of a vehicle, analyzing each vibration to determine if it poses a threat to the sleeping giant in the bed. This surveillance extends beyond sight. They are listening for sounds up to 85,000 hertz, a frequency range that captures the tiny ultrasonic communications of rodents and the subtle mechanical clicks of a house settling. As the night progresses, this visual monitoring often transitions into physical interaction. We call this the inner circle phase, where the cat moves from the periphery of the room to the immediate vicinity of your body. This movement is rarely about seeking heat for themselves, though their naturally higher body temperature of 101 degrees Fahrenheit makes them excellent thermal regulators. Instead, they are acting as a living thermal blanket, instinctively repositioning themselves to provide warmth to your cooler extremities or to anchor themselves against your restless movements. By lying across your legs or curling against your chest, they provide a gentle, consistent weight that has been scientifically shown to calm the human nervous system. This physical grounding helps lower your stress hormones and deepens your sleep cycle, allowing the cat to fulfill their role as both a sentry and a silent healer. In these quiet hours, the bond between feline and human is stripped of the distractions of the day. There are no toys to chase, no treats to beg for, and no windows to watch. There is only the shared breath of two different species, linked by thousands of years of coevolution. Your cat understands the vulnerability of your state, and they have chosen to dedicate their peak hours of alertness to ensuring you remain undisturbed. They are the house philosophers of the night, contemplating the safety of their territory and the health of their human ward. This behavior is the ultimate trust fall, a testament to a connection that transcends simple domestication and enters the realm of a lifelong pact of mutual protection. As the midnight hours deepen and your brain enters the heavy, restorative phases of REM sleep, your cat's role shifts from passive observation to active biological assessment. This is the stage of the night where the gentle check occurs, a behavior that many owners mistake for a random bid for attention. You might feel a soft, velvet paw tap against your cheek, or a cold nose pressed briefly against your hand. Science tells us this is far from an accident. It is a diagnostic touch. A cat's paw pads are among the most sophisticated sensory organs in the animal kingdom, densely packed with Pacinian corpuscles and other specialized receptors that are as sensitive as human fingertips. With a single, calculated press, your cat is collecting a wealth of data about your physiological state. They are checking your pulse, sensing the warmth of your skin, and detecting the microscopic muscle tremors that indicate whether you are dreaming or distressed. This diagnostic instinct is triggered by the very changes that define your sleep architecture. When your muscles go slack and your breathing pattern shifts during deep sleep, your cat's internal alarm system asks, "Is my human okay?" They are hyper-aware of the rhythm of your heartbeat, sensing its cadence through the subtle vibrations you transmit into the mattress. To a cat, your health is the cornerstone of the home's stability. Once they have logged your vitals and confirmed you are secure, they often retreat into the darkness, satisfied that their primary charge is stable. This behavior highlights the biology of trust, where the cat uses its predatory hardware, the sensitive touch once used to feel for the heartbeat of prey, to nurture and monitor a social partner. Beyond the bed, the ritual expands into what behaviorists call the perimeter protocol, usually between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m. Your cat will leave your side to perform a series of systematic security sweeps. This isn't restlessness. It is a tactical patrol inherited from their wild ancestors who had to protect the nest from encroaching threats. Your cat will loop through the hallways, pause at the windows, and sit for long periods facing the bedroom door. By positioning themselves toward the main entry point, they cover the most likely path of an intruder while keeping you in their peripheral vision. This dual role as both predator and prey makes them hyper-vigilant during these darkest hours. Every creak of the floorboards or whistle of the wind is analyzed through ears that rotate independently, scanning for frequencies humans can never detect. These patrols are not sporadic. Night vision studies have shown that cats often repeat these circuits at regular intervals, with their intensity increasing as dawn approaches. Each circuit ends with a return to your side to ensure your breathing remains normal before they reset for the next sweep. This behavior is a form of territory management, where the cat is effectively mapping the safety of the environment to ensure no variables have changed while you were unconscious. They are the silent regulators of the home's peace, bridging the gap between ancient survival instincts and the modern domestic setting. By the time the first light of morning begins to filter through the blinds, your cat has already completed several hours of high-stakes security work, all while you remained blissfully unaware of the silent guardian at your feet. The final phase of the nightly ritual begins long before your smartphone alarm pierces the silence of the room. As the sun nears the horizon, your cat initiates the morning alarm, a behavior often misinterpreted as mere hunger but which is actually rooted in biological synchronization. Cats are masters of detecting the subtle shifts in human physiology that signal the end of a sleep cycle. They sense the rise in your body temperature and the gradual quickening of your heart rate as you transition toward wakefulness. By appearing at your bedside with a gentle meow or a soft presence, they are helping to regulate your circadian rhythm, effectively aligning your day with theirs in a show of social cohesion. This synchronization is the ultimate evidence of the legacy of connection, where the feline has moved beyond being a solitary hunter to becoming a foundational partner in the human domestic experience. This profound dedication is a testament to the evolutionary journey of the house cat. For thousands of years, These animals have lived alongside us, transitioning from the sacred protectors of ancient granaries to the intimate sentinels of our modern bedrooms. They have not lost their wild instincts. They have simply refined them to protect a new kind of territory, you. Every whisker twitch and silent step in the dark is a calculated move designed to ensure the survival of the group. Your cat does not watch over you because they are compelled by a master, but because they have categorized you as a member of their family, a vulnerable soul worth guarding with every ounce of their ancient, predatory heritage. In the quiet transition from night to day, we find the true heart of the feline spirit, a devotion that is as silent as it is absolute. Your cat's midnight ritual is a gift of safety, a profound contemplation of the enduring bond of trust between our two species. If this journey into the secret life of your cat moved you, please like, subscribe, and share your own midnight stories in the comments.